Lesson 53, metric unit conversions, English units to metric units, weight combination by percent. The first thing we're going to talk about is metric unit conversions. To convert in the metric system, all we have to do is move the decimal point. Right? So for metric system conversions, we're just moving the decimal. An easy way to help remember some of the units in the metric system is by using the acronym kangaroos hopping down a mountain drinking chocolate milk. Kangaroos hopping down a mountain drinking chocolate milk. Now this acronym stands for kilograms. This is hectograms. If we're doing, actually let's do meters. So we've got kilometers, hectometers, decameters. This is just a plain meter, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters. All right, so in the metric system, to convert, move the decimal points. So let me give you an example. For example, if I have 7,560 centimeters and I want to convert it to kilometers. All right, I'm going to look up here at my acronym, kangaroos hopping down a mountain drinking chocolate milk. Here, I have centimeters, and over here I have kilometers. Now, I'm going from centi to kilo. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the decimal point as many places as it takes to get from centi to kilo, and in the same direction that it would take me to get from centi to kilo. So, from centimeters to kilometers, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. So what I'm going to do to convert 7,560 centimeters to kilometers is I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left and fill in my empty space with zeros. So 7,560 centimeters becomes 0.0756 kilometers. Let's look at another example. If I wanted to go 15,740,000. Let's go centimeters square, and I want to convert this to kilometers square. Now, anytime we are converting in square units, we always are going to move the decimal twice as many places. Again, we're going centimeters to kilometers. And so when I would do it in regular units, I would move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left. But because it's squared, I'm going to double that and move it 10 places to the left. So if my decimal is here and I'm converting to kilometers, I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 places to the left and fill in those empty spaces with zeros. So 15,740,000 centimeters squared becomes 0.001574 kilometers squared. And that is converting from metric system to metric system. Now we're going to look at English units to metric units. This can also be done metric to English. The conversion rate that we're going to use, the equivalent is going to be 2.54 centimeters to 1 inch. All right, so 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch. So if I was going to convert 32 yards, and I'm going to convert it to meters, I would convert from yards to inches, inches to centimeters, and then I would be able to convert using the metric conversions, centimeters to meters. So let's look at this really quick. 32 yards to inches. I'm going to use unit multipliers. And I know that the conversion between yards and inches is that 1 yard is equal to 36 inches, which means 36 inches is 1 yard. And in using unit multipliers, I want to cross cancel my units. I want to cross cancel yard. So I'm going to use the unit multiplier where yards is on the bottom. Yards cancels, and I multiply across to get inches. Now before I multiply, I'm also going to go ahead and convert from inches to centimeters. Okay, so we know that the conversion rate, the conversion equivalent from centimeters to inches is 2.54 centimeters is to 1 inch, and 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. Again, when we're using the unit multiplier, we want to have inches on the bottom so that I can cross cancel with my unit here. So I'm going to use 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. That allows inches to cross out, and I'm left with centimeters. Okay, so since now I'm in the metric system, I'm going to go ahead and multiply across. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, so there is no denominator. 32 times 36 times 2.54 is going to be 2,926.08. Now that's in centimeters. I'm going to go from centimeters to meters. If I was to throw up my acronym, centimeters is here and meters is here. So to get from centimeters to meters, I move my decimal over 2 places to the left. So it's actually going to be 29.2608 meters. And that is my conversion from English to metric. I want you to go ahead on your own, and we'll check when we come into class. I would like you to convert 0.042 kilometers. I want you to go ahead and convert it to miles. You're going to have to go kilometers to centimeters, centimeters to inches, and then work your way to inches to miles because you have to have that English to metric equivalent. So go ahead and try that example. Pause the video. When you finish the example, hit play. We'll check this example tomorrow. The last thing we're going to talk about is weight combination by percent. This is a problem that would look like this. If I had a problem that said, what percent of CCl4 is carbon? And we'll say that C has a mass of 12 and Cl has a mass of 35. And I want to know what percent of this compound here is carbon. In order to find the percent of weight of carbon, I have to find the weight of the entire thing first. All right, so what we're going to do, since I have 1 carbon, and each carbon weighs 12, we'll say 12 grams, I'm going to do 1 times 12, which is 12. Now I have 4 chlorine, and each chlorine atom weighs 35. So I'm going to do 4 times 35. That will give me 140. If I add the weight of the carbon and the chlorine together, I get 152, which is the total mass of 1 atom of CCl4. What I want to do is find the weight of the carbon. In order to find the weight of the carbon by percent, I need to look at carbon here has a weight of 12, and that's 12 out of the whole 152. So all we do to find percent of weight is divide 12 divided by 152, and change that into a percent. Well, 12 divided by 152 is 0.08, and in order to convert my decimal to a percent, I move the decimal over 2 places to the left. So 8% is the weight of the carbon. I'm going to write another problem up here, and I want you to go ahead and try it tomorrow. We will look at it. So what percent of weight is, we'll do is oxygen in NH4NO3. And let's see, N is equal to 14.01, H is equal to 1.008, and O is equal to 16. So we're finding the weight of the oxygen. Go ahead and try that by yourself, and we will check it when you come to class.